How do you do? We're about to unfold the story of Frankenstein.
Hey guys!
We just wanted to call your attention again to some of the special folks who are helping to make Frankenstein Minute happen.
These are our Patreon supporters.
We understand that not everyone can support us on Patreon, but we want to give a special thanks to those people who contribute at the friend level.
So very special thanks to
Michael Allen,
Felicity Brown,
Jeff Elston,
John Hazard,
Ben Crow,
Don Lang,
Keith Martin, Livio Marino,
Charles Paulson,
Jackie Shervinsky,
Dino Stamatopoulos,
Jason Tucker.
Todd Wallace.
If anyone else listening wants to contribute, head on over to www.patreon.com/FrankensteinMinute and sign up at the friend level, which is just $2 a month, and you'll get access to a special feed where we release each week's episode a day early on Frankenstein Thursday.
And you'll also get access to bonus content, like a special episode where we talk about our list of favorite Boris Karloff films.
Some commentaries, and some other stuff we've got planned.
Again, that's patreon.com/FrankensteinMinute. Thanks. Now over to you, Edward Van Sloan.
How do you do? We're about to unfold the story of Frankenstein. He's one of the strangest tales ever told. I think it will thrill you. It may shock you. It might even horrify you. Well, we've warned you.
You have been warned. Welcome back to Frankenstein Minute, the podcast that dissects the Universal Frankenstein film series minute by minute. I'm Thom Lang.
And I'm Bill Evenson, and we are talking about minute 69.
That's right.
60. That's right. We're doing, you know what, let's not even do this minute. No, I'm just kidding. 69 of Universal's 1931 film, Frankenstein.
Yeah.
This entire scene was thrown together last minute as a Band-Aid to try and change an ending that everybody thought sucked.
A little too downbeat, so...
a little too downbeat.
Yeah.
Just like what's that? Magnificent Ambersons.
Yeah.
This is the magnificent Ambersoning of this
film. Of the Frankenstein series, yeah.
Except in this case, presumably, or do we know for sure, directed by Whale.
I assume so. I probably should have verified that, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
I could have, but I assume so because it is played out in one continuous take. Mm-hmm. It's the wide shot of the staircase. Now, I don't think it's the same set exactly that we saw before.
Looks nice though.
It looks nice, and there's a great, the high ceilings up at the top of the stairs, sort of screen right. There's some painted sun reflection on the wall with trees, and it looks cool. Yeah, it's a nice set.
See, I didn't even realize that was painted. I never think about that, but that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it is pretty much
a little cheaper than
actually putting
opening the window.
Cut a wall into the soundstage. Cut a hole.
Well, it's more than that, obviously. Then you also have to film at precisely the right time.
At the right time, the magic hour or whatever they call it.
Magic hour, yes. This is magic hour on the cheap.
No, I don't think it was cheap because it's a pretty elaborate set for one shot.
Well, that's okay. Yep. That's why I guess I assume it is the same set.
Parts of it it looks a little different.
Right.
Yeah, and I've never taken the time to compare them side by side, but I feel like it's a little bit different. Because it was added post-production, odds are the sets weren't still standing. Now, I'm sure parts of them were in the scene dock or whatever.
Yeah, right.
But to make it exactly like it was, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, what we see is the maid, the main maid,
six maids,
Herr Waldman maid, the one that gets the full slug of the champagne earlier.
Yep, she's definitely there.
Comes descending down the stairs, and the others gather around, and they march towards a door that they tentatively knock on.
Yep,
and
sheepishly,
and the Baron answers the door, and we see that it's, I assume, Henry's bedroom.
Yep.
And there's a guy laying in bed who's not Henry, but...
Oh, it's Henry.
Okay.
I disagree with you there. That
Henry.
character is Henry.
It is Henry.
Just like the dummy was Henry.
Yeah. But we have already said goodbye to Colin Clive, so we say hello to apparently Robert Livingston.
Apparently.
Nobody's really confirmed it, but...
Yep, but I've seen it a lot of places,
Yeah.
and not just the IMDb.
Right, and it does look like him. I've seen pictures and looked at it. Does look like him.
He would go on to become a movie star. He was a cowboy actor in what I don't know how to pronounce, but he plays Stony Brook in The Three Mesquiteers. Have you ever seen any of these?
Mesquiteers, yeah.
Yeah, the Mesquiteers. He's Stony Brook every time that he's not played by John Wayne or Tom Tyler.
Right. So
the Mummy's Hands, Tom Tyler. So if you watch The Three Mesquiteers.
Yeah, you'll see either John Wayne,
one of those three.
Tom Tyler, or
Stony Brook.
Robert Livingston. Yeah, he's got 139 acting credits from 1921 to 1975.
And he's got one that you don't know about then?
Oh, what's that?
He's apparently in Sleepless in Seattle. Yeah, no, I'm not joking. He's apparently at the end of Sleepless in Seattle, he's the elevator operator.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that's not even in IMDb, but that's what they say anyway.
Where did you find that? Because
I don't remember. Okay. I did some research and
I
don't remember. But if you look in, I'll find a photo of it.
All right.
Type Robert Livingston Sleepless in Seattle.
Oh, really?
And see the elderly elevator operator.
Because I thought I had Blazing Stewardesses as his last.
Oh man, can you imagine?
Going
out on that, and they call you back and they say we want you to be in a movie called Sleepless in Seattle, and you say I would be thrilled to be in that movie, but whatever you do, make sure it doesn't show up on my IMDb page.
Yeah. I want the last credit to read Blazing Stewardesses.
It's going to say Blazing Stewardesses or nothing.
That's right. I've seen Blazing Stewardesses.
Of course you have.
it's
Haven't we all?
It's a movie.
Yep.
They exposed film through a camera.
Yep.
Actors did things in front of the lens.
I'll say this about Blazing Stewardesses. The longest word in English that you can type with your all left hand on the keyboard is stewardesses.
Really?
Yeah, the right hand is lollipop.
Well, there you
I
go.
mean, I don't know if it's the longest. It's the longest ones I know. But stewardesses is all one word.
You learn something from Frankenstein Minute
No,
every time you tune in.
Yeah, it's how tragic is that? If you think about it, that you could use the term "learn" so loosely.
But yeah, well, Blazing Stewardesses, I also believe, is the final film of the remaining Ritz brothers.
Oh, really?
That they do stuff that apparently somebody thought was funny.
In 75, did you say?
Yeah, it was supposed to be the Three Stooges, but Larry died.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Larry, okay. They were doing stuff in the 70s?
No.
Oh, okay. It would have been a big comeback for them.
Al Adamson, who made the film, wanted them.
What was the last, Three Stooges movie then?
It was never finished. It was Cook's Tour.
Okay.
It's like a travelogue thing where they had a trailer and they go around. And it's mainly silent with added narration and sound effects.
Oh my
that
God.
I've seen, and I've only seen parts of it. It's in color, so it's got that.
All right.
But
I just meant when was it? What year?
Is that? Mid '60s.
Okay, so that would have been a hell of a comeback. Instead, we're talking about it, so it ain't nothing.
Right.
It was the dagger in the heart of Robert Livingston, a.k.a. Henry Frankenstein, from the Universal film Frankenstein.
And I'm not even sure that's Mae Clarke.
I don't see any reason to think it's Mae Clarke.
It doesn't. It looks like her, but it doesn't look like her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And why would it be?
Yeah.
Just get a blonde and sit her down, because it's 30 feet away from the camera.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
And out of focus, so there's no reason to think they would bother. I think Clive had already went back to England.
Yeah, he got on a boat and went home to England.
Yep.
The way that plays out, he gets on a boat and goes back to England, thinking that the studio had bravely killed off his character
to die, which he wanted for some reason.
Yeah, I suppose. You never know, right?
Yeah.
Harrison Ford wanted Han Solo to die every 20 minutes.
Well, I think it's sort of the
poor guy had to be Han Solo and make all that money.
Yeah, that's a heavy cross to bear. I feel really bad for him.
Yep.
He earned every penny. Well, I think what it should have been was sort of divine retribution. You create a man in your own image without reckoning upon God. You pay the ultimate price.
Oh man, I really thought you were going somewhere completely different.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say it should have been retribution. Clive should have then not been allowed to return to the role, and Robert Livingston should have taken over. That would have been so great. The singing cowboy of Bride of Frankenstein.
Pampered with things.
This film's got enough singing cowboys in
That's
it,
right. I tampered with things a man was supposed to leave alone. Yeah, I don't know how that would have worked.
It's more
there's
like-
probably a really bad Robert Livingston.
It's more like black magic. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so
Well, that's akin to imagining Lugosi saying to a new world of gods and monsters as well. So
Lugosi?
was
We'll get to that.
supposedly
We'll
get
talk
there.
about that in January.
I don't believe it, but anyway, yeah, we'll get there.
I mean, I have heard that one. It's possible.
I guess.
We'll
I've
get
also
there.
heard Claude Rains.
That makes a
playing
hell of a
Clarice.
lot
I think
more
that
sense.
makes more sense.
But listen, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing that would be worse than to have it not be.
Not to be Ernest Thesiger.
Yeah. So let's not even.
Right.
Let's not even play around.
No,
It's
I'm
time
not
to-
even joking.
It's time to say goodbye to the maid.
To the maid.
The maid that drinks all that champagne.
Yeah.
They brought her back. That's clearly her.
That's clearly her. The others, I think, are different.
I think so too.
But yeah, that's clearly her. And
And she doesn't say a thing. No, she says one
she
thing.
says, "Hurry up!"
Wait or
as they're
something,
coming
yeah.
down the stairs. Yeah.
Is that what she says? Okay,
Yeah.
and then
at the very beginning of the scene.
they hand off this other line to this other woman
yeah.
who starts off the line with one accent and
It
finishes,
finishes
it
with
with
a
another.
completely different.
But we have no idea who she is. Like, there's so much we don't. Well, I shouldn't get into the credits until next minute, but we got more to say about that.
All right. Well, do you know who the champagne swilling maid, who the actress was?
No.
Oh, I forgot to look too. So never mind.
No.
I thought
well,
maybe.
okay, maybe we should talk about that, but we'll work that out by next week.
Yeah.
We next week we promise we either will or will not know the answer to that question. We got 7 days.
7 days in sunny
6 days for the Patreons.
That's right. In sunny
I don't
California.
think that's
to
how
look
that works. Well, it's here in California, we'll spend 6 days just going through studio records.
Through the archives.
Going through the archives.
Universal to find.
That's right.
We will leave no Turn on Stoned, I think is
Turn
the
on
broad show.
Stone. Yeah. We're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Does the mailman live here? I just noticed that the mail truck has been parked out there for like an hour.
Maybe he does. Well, these are very long blocks that you pointed out.
That's a really good point. That's probably what's going on
These
there.
blocks are about a mile each. So
It's California.
Yeah.
In Minnesota, you just want to get that car. You want to keep the car running all the time because it's so
'Cause it's so
fucking
fucking
cold. When in California, they just park the thing and do the whole route.
yeah.
He'd probably be back in 4 hours.
He's probably all the way over in Glendale.
Okay. How far away is Glendale?
I don't
There's
know. I
30
have no
minutes.
idea.
Final appearance, I believe, unless I'm missing a. Oh, I'm wrong. Never mind.
What? Oh,
This isn't the final appearance of the maid or what I was going to say.
anybody.
Or anybody. Or Robert Livingston.
Right, well, yes.
I believe it's the final.
Because the Baron shuts the door.
It's the final appearance of Robert Livingston. And I guess we could say May Clark.
The May Clark stand-in, yeah.
All right. Goodbye, May Clark.
Goodbye, May Clark. Goodbye, Robert Livingston.
Hope you enjoy your, breakfast. I don't know what I'm going to say about May Clark. Okay.
Well, yeah, May Clark, I think it's unfortunate that she's not in the sequel, but I think her acting style wouldn't have fit the film.
Yep, we'll get there.
Yeah.
My problem with that is that's like saying, well, I don't know what it's like saying. The movie could have been better with her acting style too. It would be different.
Yeah,
so
it'd
I don't
be different.
know
But I think
how to do anything.
the
The only reason we're discussing all this is because her replacement's terrible.
Yeah.
So and when I say terrible, yeah, she's not terrible. I guess she's just not very good
She's
at
not
all.
very good. Yeah.
She's fine. Which is like,
I'm going to go through the countless hours that we have recorded and just put a string of you saying it's fine.
I gotta find an anagram for Frankenstein Minute that has the word "fine" in it. There shouldn't be a
Yeah,
problem. The
'cause
fine is
fine
in
is
there,
in there.
or even just Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I think it's no. Who cares? I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh, I know what it was. Okay, so yes. History has told us that this scene was a late addition. May have even happened after previous screenings.
Well, that's kind of what I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So they've revamped everything and they've maybe even, as you say, rebuilt the set.
Yeah.
This scene works perfectly. It fits perfectly in the movie.
It does.
You've got, it's
I
almost
have
like
no-
a callback with the wine and Frederick
yeah.
Kerr.
No, I have no qualms with the scene at all.
It's
I think
amazing how
well for what it is, for how it came to be.
Yeah.
It had no business being as perfect an ending as it is.
It
I
plays
totally
perfectly.
agree.
You even got the maid coming back.
Yeah, same.
But
maid. Call back to the wine. Now I don't know if it's the same bottle. I haven't gone that psychopathic.
Oh my. There's got to be a way we can freeze frame that.
Oh yeah,
No,
is it really worth it?
I don't know. I guess our listeners will let us know if they can go back.
It's an entire special
Hey,
episode.
we've had listeners do free screen grabs at us before for
That's
stuff.
right, for stuff. Yeah.
And we love it every time.
any
send us every frame.
feedback.
If you want to just send me every single frame of this film, I have them. But you can,
still send them anyway.
in random numbered order. But yeah, it's. We don't know who wrote this scene.
No, because something I forgot to mention years ago when we started is that supposedly John Huston worked on the opening speech, which was also added later. So it's possible he had something to do with this. I don't know.
Interesting.
Was it Balderston? I doubt it.
Well, Balderston by this point is.
He's moved on to
he's writing the Mummy, or what is he doing?
Yeah.
She. He's writing She.
Garrett Fort, maybe. I don't know.
Garrett Ford, maybe. I think he was on set, right? And aren't there
he
pictures
was
of him on
around.
set?
Yeah, he was around.
Yeah, but then this is after.
Right. Yeah, this was months after, or not months because the production wasn't that long. I have it actually in my notes for the last minute. When the production took place
Of this part?
of this film, the actual shooting's span of dates, but this was added considerably later after the rest of it was shot. Weeks probably.
Yeah, maybe Carrie Fisher wrote it.
There we go.
I remember hearing that Carrie
he's
Fisher
a script
wrote some
doctor.
shit for the prequels. And I was like, oh, so she sucks then.
I just don't know that it was used. Maybe.
Yeah, that's it. I like that. That could be. That could be it.
She actually had an impressive list of scripts that she doctored.
Yeah, I think I've seen that list before, but unfortunately, it's got the Star Wars prequels on it.
So it negates everything.
And I don't see if you've got a movie where nothing good is in it.
Yeah, why would you take?
We had a conversation earlier today where I was saying that those movies aren't as bad as I thought they were, but
yeah,
just so we're clear, they're terrible.
Yeah, just not as terrible as
it
you
just
thought.
Didn't make me want to kill myself.
Okay, all right. I think when I first watched them, because I watched them years later, because when they came out, I was doing a television show and was too busy to go see them, and then word of mouth got around, so okay.
Yeah, word of mouth was not good from the get-go.
Yeah, so I watched them, we're talking about the Star Wars prequels, prior to Force Awakens coming out. I thought, well, maybe there might be some references that I probably should watch these, so I get them. I think I had a permanent red mark on my forehead, the shape of my hand, from all the times.
Well, so I'm watching them now because they are saying that there will be some references in the next one. And Force Awakens, the biggest palm on your forehead should be that you bothered, because there's no references.
Yeah, none.
Yeah, there's actually one reference to the word clones, a clone army, which is like
but there's
about as an oblique a reference as
there's a reference to the Clone Wars in
Star Wars. Yeah, exactly. So, there you go.
We go.
I think Carrie Fisher wrote this scene.
Okay, perfect. I'll go
in
with
cocaine. She scrawled it in cocaine on a big giant Jabba the Hutt belly. But no, I can't say enough about how hilarious it is that a scene could be thrown together last minute to try and patch some perceived problem, and it fits perfectly. There's no issues.
It's a great coda.
Yeah, it's a great coda. It works as a great coda.
Yeah, they're like a curtain. Yeah, and as the scene ends, they have Frederick Kerr going into a toast, which we will discuss.
Which, we've heard this guy toast before.
We've heard the toast before, and
I don't think we should speculate about what he's going to say, or maybe we should.
It could be completely out of left field. We don't know.
It could be, here's
to
the Werewolf of London. Gotta be that.
A toast to Dracula's daughter.
Dracula's daughter.
To murders in the Rue Morgue. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll find out next week. And while we're here.
Are we still here?
We're still here.
Oh, it sounded like we left for a second there.
Came back.
Okay.
You've heard we have a Patreon.
Yeah, I'm actually I contribute to the Patreon.
Do you?
I'm a Patreon friend.
Okay.
Yeah, I contribute at the friend level.
You do, or
I honestly do, because I have to make sure it works.
Oh, I suppose.
So every Thursday I got to make sure the episode is there.
my wife is a friend.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. We could list all the friends we have.
We
in
have
the past.
3.
If we look it over. So we have a Patreon.
Yes, we do. Join at the friend level, and you will get each episode a day early.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, Thursday instead of Friday.
Frankenstein Thursday. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, and it's a little something.
Little extra.
And it also, as mentioned before, unlocks an entire treasure trove I can't even get it out right.
Yep.
Bonus episodes.
So if you think about it, if you're not a Patreon, that you have a locked treasure trove.
That's right.
What's the worst kind of treasure trove?
Oh, I'd say a
It's
locked
one.
one.
Yeah, a locked one or a missing one, I guess.
Well, that'd be
stolen one.
Yeah,
Pretty
but in
bad.
this instance, it is locked.
It is locked. It's available to you.
It's right there, waiting for you. $2 a month. We do our favorite Karloff films. That took 3 episodes.
Yeah, that was. We had a lot to say.
Yep, and we do some commentaries. Dracula and Dracula's Daughter. More to come.
Yep. By now, I'm guessing.
But by the time this
something
airs,
else.
there'll be more. Yeah.
There might be more.
Yep.
There should be more.
There should be more.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for playing.
Seriously though, I tried to find the name of the actress who played the maid, but I had no luck at all. If you know, please contact us at the Belong Dead Studios.